Papyrus is a global company that helps businesses to innovate using its digital business platform. Companies improve their cash flow with the e-invoicing and payment collection solution. There are studies out, like the one from Dun & Bradstreet, that show how important and efficient and effective payment process is for any company. Our customers want to have more invoices paid and get them paid faster, spend less money and time, and learn and adapt continuously. They realize those objectives by focusing on making it easier to pay an invoice, finding the optimal message, digitalize the invoicing, payment and collection processes, have the business design the bills, reminders and any other communication instead of having IT doing this, analyze invoice and payment behavior trends, and to ensure compliance. Let's have a look at a typical payment collection process. The process starts with composing and sending an invoice to the recipient. Sending a reminder in the pre-dunning phase is very effective. When the invoice is due, a friendly reminder email is sent. High-risk customers are highlighted and given a phone call. After 2 to 4 weeks, we send a firm reminder, both as email and by post. Eventually, we have to prepare the handover to a collection agency or consider going to court. The customer will be registered as a bad payer. The first step is to create and send the invoice. Companies and governments demand nowadays not a regular invoice, but an electronic invoice. This allows them to automate their invoice processing and saves a lot of cost. An e-invoice is more than a PDF or fax. It is a PDF that has included the invoice data in the form of an XML file following the UBL 2.0 standard. Papyrus supports the legal requirements to demonstrate authenticity, integrity, legibility, and rules to be compliant. To make payment of the invoice easy, each invoice we produce contains a unique hyperlink and QR code that links with a payment provider, where most of the invoice data is pre-filled, making it extremely easy to pay. So how do we create such nice-looking invoices? With the Business Designer. Business wants to be empowered and have less dependency on IT. For this, we have created the powerful and very easy-to-use Business Designer that allows business users to design their invoices and their reminders, like this friendly reminder, and this firm final reminder. As you can see also on the reminder, we put the hyperlink and QR code for quick payment. But what about the data? Data is delivered by a wide variety of existing IT systems, like your SAP or Oracle systems. But often we come across custom-built systems. We would rather not change those systems, as this means risk and cost for the project, right? Papyrus has 30 years of experience in connecting all kinds of systems and applications, using the Papyrus file and message adapters, and being able to process all data formats we encountered without having to change those systems. In production, Papyrus can easily compose and deliver across channels hundreds of thousands of invoices per hour. You see here an Invoices email, with a hyperlink to a cool-looking, interactive HTML5 invoice. Each invoice includes a personalized payment link to a payment provider. TransPay is one of the payment providers used by some of our US customers. The payer does not have to type in the invoice details. Only the credit card details are needed. The payer accepts the disclosure and puts a signature. And voila! The invoice is paid, and payment details can be viewed and are sent back to Papyrus, where the invoice is settled. This we can see by finding the invoice in the document archive, where we have set the status to paid. I mentioned multi-channel. With the Papyrus Business Designer, the business user can, for any given document, create a variant for each channel. One to be printed, one to be shown in the web browser, one that is sent as email, and the text for the SMS or chat. So how easy is it to work with the Business Designer? Within the Business Designer, an invoice is not a monolith. It consists of reusable building blocks. It is extremely simple to create a new text paragraph, as you can see. It is in fact so much simpler and more powerful than Microsoft Word. To personalize the text, you simply drag and drop variables from the variable window into the text. For example, the email of the recipient and the telephone number. With one click, we can preview the text with the data in the variables and see if it looks good or not. A document like this letter can also be an interactive document, which is indicated by the blue shading. When opening the document structure, we can see those reusable building blocks and select them. To add a new building block, we open the library and search for the building block to add. Simply drag and drop the building block into the document structure, and the document preview is updated. Companies are not only sending documents, they are also receiving lots of paper and digital documents via different channels. For example, orders, invoices, inquiries, claims, etc. There is a lot of diversity amongst documents. Only a powerful digital platform like Papyrus can automate the document classification and the extraction and validation of the data on the pages. Specifically, invoices, purchase orders, and delivery bills can come in high volumes and be very complex to extract data from, as they contain thousands of data elements, often in table format across multiple pages. We have scanned the paper invoices and used powerful pre-processing steps like deskewing, image enhancement, line removal, and we can arrange the pages and split documents. With powerful artificial intelligence techniques, the system is faster and more accurate than any human at recognizing patterns and extracting all the data from the invoice header and invoice line items. With the Business Designer, businesses can define their own business processes. You see here the reusable processes. Let's open the payment collection case and edit the main process. When we open the subflow Send Reminders, we see the different reminder tasks that are triggered by timer events. The Determine Overdue Reason subflow consists of other tasks like negotiate payment terms. We will extend this process definition by appending the Resend Invoice subflow. We must define when we are going to resend the invoice, and for this we define a business rule. The Business Designer helps the user by writing correct business rules in what we call natural language. Now append the end event, and to conclude, we view the goal diagram of the case. Papyrus reporting allows the business user to collect all process and invoice-related data and use this to build reports using the Business Designer for reporting. Papyrus reporting supports the user with the creation of its own interactive dashboards that can be used for further analysis, the so-called slicing and dicing. All the data can be exported to third-party analytics tools. Here is a short impression of how a business user would navigate within the dashboards. By clicking a chart, the underlying data is immediately being queried and shown. It is possible to open and view the invoice as PDF. I briefly mentioned digital signing. In a digital world, it is important to prove the authenticity of documents and approvals. Papyrus provides digital notarization of documents, data, and process using Papyrus Sign, a trusted digital signature solution. Each document is stored on the blockchain together with its digital signing audit trail and can be validated. Taking all what we have shown into consideration, Ernst & Young identified that significant benefits can be achieved in terms of cost reduction for sending and receiving invoices, efficiency and quality gains by automation, resulting in significant process time savings, leading to a staggering 52% total cost reduction. Thank you for your attention, and please do not hesitate to contact us.